A message to modern men. Don't let them take your power away. I've been facilitating men's groups for the past few years, and one of the things that I continue to notice time and time again is that a lot of men are scared of being in their power. And there are a whole number of reasons for this, and a lot of them are societal programming. Things that we see in the media like toxic masculinity, the Me Too movement, all these things saying that men are bad, and there's so much fear going around. Now, I'm not saying that these movements don't have good intentions or good impacts. Things that have happened in the past and continue to happen around women being mistreated and women having their power taken away are absolutely wrong. At the same time, there's a shadow to this movement. And so many men have learned to believe that it's not safe to be a man. It's not safe to be in our power. And in relationships, we end up very scared and very afraid. This is also intensified by dating apps. Dating apps are so common these days, and so many men use them and are being programmed by them, right? Are learning through the experience of being on the dating apps that they're unworthy, unattractive, unvaluable. And yet the odds are almost always stacked against men's favor on dating apps. Women are the ones who get to choose, right? They don't have to be approached by men. They just have dozens and dozens or sometimes hundreds of men just applying to be with them. The man doesn't have to make any effort. He doesn't have to prove himself. And so men end up in this huge pool competing, and women have so much optionality that the men just don't end up getting picked very often. I've experienced this myself, and loads of my people in my network and clients have experienced this too. And so what happens is we end up feeling like we're not worthy, right? Women don't pick us. We're not good looking. And then the third piece of why so many of us as men are not in our power is what we've learned from our fathers. We've had them show us a lack of love, a lack of emotional vulnerability. As kids, so many of us are told when we cry, man up, don't be a baby. I'll give you something to cry about. As teenagers, we're told, don't get angry, go to your room. We're shamed for being in our emotions so much of our lives. And of course, told things like, you're a bitch, you're a baby, you're a pussy. All these things that toughen us up and make us feel like we have to carry the weight of the world on our shoulders and we can't have any emotions about it. And so from all these different sides, we're being taught as men that we must brave everything and be so strong, but also that we're not allowed to express ourselves or ask for what we want or be in our power or be in our masculinity. It's a very confusing message or set of messages for us to receive as men. And I see so many men walking around hiding from the world, not feeling worthy, not feeling valuable, not willing to ask for what they truly want in life because somewhere deep down they feel that it's not safe or they're not good enough for it. And so my message to you as a man watching this is simple, but so important. Don't let them take your power away. If you look at history, men have always been the more powerful ones. And I'm not trying to put women down here. Women deserve all the power as well. Women are increasingly taking on all these different roles in society. Great. Feminism matters. But don't forget your own power. Don't forget that the masculine leads and the feminine is often led. Women can be in their masculine too. That's fine. I'm not saying women shouldn't be in their power. But you deserve to be in your power. And a great way to look at this as a man is that you're the king of the kingdom. You're the provider. You make her life better by creating structure, by creating a sense of safety for her. Not through physically protecting her, sure, that can be part of it, but through creating a life that she can be a part of, by having a ship that she can come aboard. And maybe you're interested in this 50-50 thing where you both contribute equally and both share the emotional weight and, both take care of the kids fine. But what I'm talking about here is men who want to be in their power and aren't, right? And often in relationships, this looks like getting belittled, becoming emasculated, being subservient, happy wife, happy life. Let me just take care of all her needs and give up my own. And do you know what happens to men who do that? They get left. Women leave them because these men aren't in their power. They're giving all the power to her and putting her on a pedestal. So I'm going to wrap it up shortly here. If you're a man who's struggling with this sense of being in your power, you have to look at what are the narratives that I'm carrying and telling myself. What are the stories I keep repeating that are causing me to feel so afraid? And how can I start to write a new set of stories that give me permission to be powerful? If you want to learn more about how to do this work, I invite you to check out my course, Heal the Boy Within. I'll put a link in my description here. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe if you want to hear more.